Now that we have created our first Angular application, it's time for us to download an IDE, because that's the place from which we can start making changes in our project. I will use Visual Studio Code as my IDE. You are free to choose any other IDE that you are comfortable with. However, if you don't have any preference, I will strongly suggest you to use this IDE, as this is one of the popular IDE among all the front-end developer community. So let me search with Visual Studio Code. The first link that I see has a download option, so I will go to that link. So as you can see, it provides installer for various operating systems. The operating system in my machine is Windows, so I will click on this link. Notice one more thing, it should also be compliant with the version of bit that you are using, either 64-bit or 32-bit depending on your machine. Once the setup file is downloaded, click on that installer. Agree to the license agreement, click on next. I will go with the default installation path and hit next. It says the folder already exists because I had a previous installation of VS Studio Code. Probably you won't see it if you are installing for the first time. I want to install in that folder anyway. Then click on next. I want to create a desktop icon, and I will also check these two options. These two are helpful because when you are at your file explorer, you can just directly right click on a folder and open it through Visual Studio Code. Otherwise, in the right click menu, the option to open with Visual Studio Code won't come. Let me click next and finally install. Our installation is successful. I will not launch the Visual Studio Code. I'm hitting finish. Now let me go to the project that we have created. Now let me right click on the project. You will see this menu open with code, because at the time of installation we check that mark which tells us that whether I want to opt for this option or not. We'll open with code. And our project is opened in Visual Studio Code. These are all the files that were created by Angular CLI due to the ng-new command. We will have a look on each of these files and discuss about them in our later video. For now, let's have a look on the key areas of this Visual Studio Code with which we are going to work on a day-to-day basis. In the most left side, you can see there are few icons. Currently, this menu is opened, which shows the project structure. The next one is to search a certain text across all of your project. This is very helpful to quickly search and replace a text across all of your files. This button here is for version maintaining. So this provides you a GUI for Git repositories. It provides you the common functionality of Git repository, like through which you can pull, push, commit, etc. The next one is a debugging tool. We will not use it for now. This is the extensions tab through which we can download extensions or plugins, which greatly enhances the capability and features of our IDE. Let me go to the Explorer view again and open one file. When I click a file, then that file gets opened in the right hand side editor. This is the place where you are going to make changes on the file. Now, where can we fire the Angular commands? That is one more important thing that we have to do. For that, we will go to the Terminal tab and click on New Terminal. This space here will let us fire the ng commands, which we are going to need throughout the development lifecycle of our project. That's it for now. If you have any question or you are coming across any error during the installation, please drop them and let me know in the comment section. I will surely have a look onto that, and I will see you in the next one.